You know, I always use this part to start the actual recording.
You should stay there.
What?
Stay there for like the pod for the
Up
rest
there?
of the whole pod.
No. That's horrible. Horrible. Oh,
Are you ready?
I should do the time. Yeah, we're ready.
Oh yeah, we're doing the time.
We're ready. We're ready. We're recording.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Welcome back. A beautiful afternoon.
Yeah.
Like always, starting a little bit delayed. That's my fault. Don't blame these two. Blame me. But you guys get at the same time. So it doesn't matter.
They wouldn't know.
They don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. You know, I'm thinking too hard about it.
It's alright.
Welcome back. This is Don't Think Too Hard, a podcast brought to you by myself, Machi, my two co-hosts, Andre and Johnny. Patrick is absent for
He's a broken man.
personal reasons.
He's a broken man.
For personal reasons, he is absent.
Rest up, buddy.
Yeah, rest up, Patrick.
Man.
Can I start?
Yes, start.
Can
yeah.
I
know you have something
I've
you
had
want to
some-
talk about.
So I have some. Last week we talked about something. Pet peeves. And last week I said one of my biggest pet peeves were bandwagons.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, you guys probably don't watch it at all, but the NHL playoffs have been underway. Let me just tell you, I've been a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs all 23 years of my life.
Okay.
All 20. I've been through the ups, the very little ups. I've been through all the downs. Okay?
Okay.
I know what the issue is. I know what the issue is with this team. I watch every game and I think to myself, okay, I analyze it like I analyze every other sport, all my other favorite teams in every other sport, Dortmund, you know, whatever the case. When I watch Arsenal, I watch Arsenal and I think, okay, this is what they need. This is what they need.
Wow, they need to sell all their players.
Let me get to that. Now, the thing is, it's so... I don't want to swear. I'm not going to swear. Maybe I might swear. It's so difficult to be a fan of this team, knowing what comes with being a fan of this team. What comes with being a fan of this team is any sort of social media interaction. When I go on Twitter during a Leafs game, it is the most cancerous pile of horse shit I have ever had the unprivilege of reading. Is that a word? Unprivileged?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Underprivileged?
It's the word, biggest pile of dog shit. This fan base is fucking unbelievably stupid.
Like Madrid fans.
No, worse. Because, you know, here's the thing with soccer fans. I'll tell you what the thing with soccer fans is. Arsenal fans, Man U fans, whatever the case, when they're in their slumps, fans know their shit. Okay? Fans know this team needs work. Yeah. So when they do something good, like Manchester United makes it to the Champions League, or Arsenal win the FA Cup, the fan base is still saying, hey, we're not as good as we make out to be. We need changes still.
Right.
This Maple Leafs fan base is a pile of fucking... It's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Okay.
What is wrong with you people? The Toronto Maple Leafs versus Columbus Blue Jackets series is going on. And I don't know if this fan base knows. I had never seen a group of people flip like a switch, 180. Do you know how many in that last game? So for a quick summary,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't watch hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs are on a supposed level that's way above the Columbus Blue Jackets. What's happening now
They're getting slapped.
not getting slapped because the series is tied now,
Oh, okay.
but they're woefully underperforming.
Oh.
They are shitting the bed. In game 4, for 57 minutes of this hockey game, they played the worst hockey I think I've ever had the privilege of seeing. And I've seen the Washington Capitals get swept by the Montreal Canadiens. I've seen Dortmund lose to Bayern Munich. I've seen Chelsea get slapped by Bayern Munich 7-1 on aggregate.
Hockey is a 60-minute game, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Wait,
a
you
lot of
count-
minutes.
You can't take over this.
I was like,
It was
how long are
fucking-
periods?
It was a fucking joke what the Leafs shat out in front of this fan base. And you know what I get it. We're angry. And this fan, and you know, since the start of this rebuild, since this Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander era, where, you know, I've been a preacher of this team is so fun to watch, but this team won't win a championship like this. You're throwing money on forward. You're throwing money at forwards. Your back line is shambolic. The third best Leaf defender, in my opinion, is Dermott, and he doesn't make the lineup. He doesn't make the lineup on a Stanley Cup champion winning team. He doesn't. You put him on St. Louis, he doesn't make the fucking lineup. And people are preaching that this guy's our third best defender. Grow up, okay? And so during 57 minutes of this game, Leaf fans are pissed. I get you're pissed. I get it. You know? But to say, blow this fucking team up. Trade everyone except for Austin Matthews. This team is a pile of garbage. Wasted money on Mitch Marner. Kyle Dubas, sham. Fire him. Destroy this whole team. Some people were talking about getting rid of the one player, Freddie Anderson. Trading Freddie Anderson because he's a pile of shit. Are you out of your fucking... Freddie Anderson is the reason why we're in the playoffs right now. All right? So, for any Leaf fans saying blow this fucking team up, get your head out of your ass because you know that's never going to happen. The worst part... Though, this is the worst... This is not the worst part. I get people are angry, you know? Yeah, I was very upset. I was preaching the same shit I've been preaching. I'm like, okay, no, don't blow this team up, but, you know, make a trade. Our backline is just not good enough. We're losing to Columbus, for fuck's sakes.
Right.
For 57 minutes of this game,
okay,
people are screaming to crucify this team. And then, and then I think the idea of not having fans in the stadium helped the Toronto Maple Leafs in this situation. Because for 57 minutes of this game, the fans would have booed them out of the stadium.
Like at the Bernabeu.
They would have not have done anything. By the 10th minute, 10 minutes left in the game, it was 3-0 Columbus, and fans would have left the stadium. It was a joke what they produced. But in 3 minutes, the coach puts out a lineup that cost north of $70 million. Oh, maybe not that much. How much? Okay, no. I lied. It's not 70 million. What was it? John Tavares 11 million, Austin Matthews 11 million, Mitch Marner 10 million. That's 30. Zach Hyman makes like 3 in a little bit, and then Riley.
Is that a lot in hockey? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the 3 most expensive. It's 3
Austin
of the
Matthews
top
is
10.
like
Yeah.
Crosby.
No, maybe not that to that extent.
He's like he might get.
He might get to Crosby. Yeah, but he's very good. He makes $11 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know,
of
I
money.
expect that. So in the last 3 minutes, they did something that happens once in a lifetime situation. They scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. In hockey, that's impossible. That's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
3 goals in 3 minutes, and they tied it up. The fucking garbage I read on Twitter after those 3 goals went in. The same people who were saying to crucify this team, to trade everyone, to blow it all up. We're saying, I fucking love this team. I knew they had it from the start. This team is perfect. This team's going all the way, so on and so forth.
Oh, so they're just like
it's like
double-minded people.
Real shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, if you can't accept at the point that when they were down 3-0, and you were saying crucify them, and then they score a miraculous 3 goals, and now you're flipping the script 180 and hop right back on the bandwagon. Like, fuck you, buddy. It's a fucking joke, this fan base. It infuriates the living shit out of me. I'm a big Ovechkin guy. Love Ovechkin. Followed Ovechkin throughout his entire career. Washington didn't make it out of the second round for God knows how many years. They made it out of the second round once, and they won the cup that year. For that many years, you know, it was always shit. You know, fuck, we lost, but we're getting better. We're getting better. We know what we need. Like, I feel like that's a composed fan base.
Yeah.
The Leafs fan base, I don't know what I don't know what kind of cereal they've been eating. It's a joke.
Flakes.
It's a joke. I can't stand it. Arsenal fans or Man U fans, they're bad, but they know their team is bad, but they don't say it when Andre's Arsenal won the FA Cup. Andre's not out here screaming, "Yeah, we're winning the Prem next year."
Yeah, he was saying that.
When did I say that?
I'm joking.
No,
Wait. Like a couple podcasts before, you're like, "Yo, we're gonna win the Prem next season."
You thought I was being serious? That you actually,
See,
in your heart of hearts,
no. I know you were being
that.
serious, but you're trolling now. So you just expose that you're
you
trolling.
Actually,
You just
think
expose
in my
that you're
heart of
troll.
hearts that I believe.
No.
Arsenal's gonna
No.
go
But this was all a ploy to expose that you're a troll. I wanted everybody to know.
Did I actually say that though?
No, I don't remember, to be honest. But I just want to expose you.
So who's the troll? You're just making shit up out of thin air.
Honestly, it is something in my head is linking this to that. So it must be there, but I can't remember.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. I can't stand this fan base. I can't. You have Twitter profiles that are associated. They're associated with the Toronto Maple Leafs, crucifying this team, and then having the audacity to say, "I never stopped watching because I believe." Like, go fuck yourself. Honestly, it's a joke. This fan base is honestly. I love this team. I love this team.
It's just hard to watch.
It's just so. Sometimes I root against them. I root against them because I'm just like, I don't want to hear this fucking bullshit anymore. Like, if Toronto got eliminated from the playoffs, I'd be devastated. But I'd be devastated for a day. And after that day, I'd be happy because I don't have to read that garbage on Twitter anymore. At least till next season.
Don't look at Twitter.
Honest, I've been trying to. I'm this close to deleting
That's
Twitter.
why I deleted mine, because I couldn't.
I'm this close to deleting Twitter. It's a joke.
Scrolling through threads is dangerous.
Oh
It's a
my!
rabbit hole
It just
to
infuriates me.
Wonderland, bro.
It infuriates me. Bandwagons, I don't know why, but bandwagons especially just drive me nuts. While people can switch up like that.
You know why?
Oh my god!
Because you're looking at it logically, and that's like how a rational human looks at things. But like fans on Twitter, it's all emotion. So
I get
it's
it.
like you're just gonna read it.
That's the
like,
thing. I was emotional too. I was saying 3-0 down. Fuck, this is what I expected.
Yeah,
It's like shit.
I've been control over it.
I've been preaching. Yeah, I've been preaching. We've had issues, and this is what the issues resulted in. When the miracle comeback happened, I was amped.
Yeah,
I was happy. I was like, God damn it. They did a miracle. They miraculously, when all hope was lost, they came back. And I was amped. But after the game, I said, God damn it. We're struggling against Columbus, for fuck's sakes.
yeah.
We're struggling. Like, it took a miraculous finish to not be eliminated right now. And people are out here saying we're winning the Stanley Cup. Like,
It's okay. Just wait till next week. Next week,
next week it'll be another
they'll
thing.
be mad again.
Oh
You know, it's
my
like-
gosh.
You won't have to read
It's like
it
the weather
anymore.
reporter is like, hey guys, it's gonna be sunny, clear skies for the next 7 days, and then it's a hurricane.
And then they
Jesus.
just come on and they
He's
say,
like,
"Hey,
hey,
there's a hurricane
it's the weather.
outside."
What am I
They don't
supposed to
even
do?
acknowledge what they said before. And
Yeah.
They just be like, "Now there's a hurricane."
oh my, it
Yeah.
drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. I can't stand bandwagons. I think bandwagons are going to be the end of me. I mean, if there's one thing on earth that's going to stop me from watching sports, it's going to be bandwagons. I think they're just going to overtake my emotion. And I get more mad at bandwagons than I do in my home when my team loses.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And I know it shouldn't be bothering me. That's the worst part about it. My girlfriend was, I was venting to my girlfriend and she's like, so what? They're idiots. Why are you mad about? I'm just like, that's not the point.
It's the principle. I get what you're mad though, because like it applies to like literally everything in life. Is like, yo, so if I did something wrong and
Yeah.
you looked at me like you look at the Leafs, one moment, literally in the span of an hour, you'd be like, this guy's shit, fire him. And then in the next minute, you'd be like, I knew you could do it.
I knew you could do it.
That's why I hired you for the job. It's like,
Yeah,
that's-
holy shit. It's like a guy cheats on a girl and the girl had hope for him and then she's like, oh, fuck him, I hate him, I'm dumping him. And then she buys her a box of chocolates and she's right back in it. Like, Jesus. It makes me so angry. Can't stand it. Absolutely can't stand it.
Yeah.
Anyways, how was your... Oh, okay, so now I'm done. I'm over. I vented. I've accepted that this fan base is a pile of joke. I'm so close to deleting Twitter, and I think it's gonna be for my own bet. It's gonna be for my benefit. There's gonna be some people that I really like. There's people I really like on Twitter who are so informative.
So why don't you just unfollow the rest and only
Just
follow
block
them?
everybody except for the.
Or just don't read the fucking threads.
It's too tempting.
Yeah,
It's
I
too
know.
tempting for me, so I have
You know
to
what
delete
it is. You know what it is. You read some dumb thread, and you're just like,
I wanna-
"What
I
are
have
these
to-
fucking like?" You click on it, hoping there's some sensible human
I
beings.
just keep scrolling for hope, and it
never-
just gets worse and worse.
There's never. I don't know if you know this. Being an Arsenal fan, the amount of slander that comes Arsenal way is astonishing. Like, no matter what we do, it doesn't matter. No matter, we win a trophy, but yeah, but you finished 8th, but you fucking finished 4th, but you didn't win no trophy. Friggin' Pepe is a flop because he came to Arsenal, had the most friggin' challenges, had like one of the top assist numbers. Everyone, he's a flop.
You guys had the Invincibles. Oh, but they drew 15 games.
I'm like, oh, it's honestly ridiculous. We beat Liverpool, we beat fucking Man City, we beat Chelsea, all within a month, and then what do we get? Slander. Oh, you're shit. We beat Man United shit anyways. Literally the next week, Man United's better than you guys. But we just beat them. So then how are they shit when we play them? And now they're better than us just because they're doing something else. And it's just honestly
it's toxic.
It's toxic.
It's so bad.
Cancerous, bro.
You don't understand. Like, a player will be ass and then go to another team, do the exact same thing,
and they'll be
and
great.
then now they're nasty all of a sudden.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Or a player will be nasty, but he's hated, goes to another team, and still like relatively nasty, but now he's ass. Like, look at Ronaldo. He was disgusting. His goal production was still very relatively similar.
35 goals this
Bro,
season.
he's the fastest player in history in the Serie A to get to 50 goals.
Yeah.
And he's getting called shit constantly.
That's
literally without him,
34.
Juve doesn't win. Like, they wouldn't win.
I mean, Dybala's pretty nasty, but like,
not Ronaldo has saved their
even
ass.
Dybala looks
so
up to
much.
Ronaldo. That's how crazy
you know,
Ronaldo is.
it's Dybala's team, and Dybala looks up to Ronaldo.
that's
Think about
crazy.
that. No, I read something crazy that Ronaldo scored 100% of Juve's Champions League goals in the last 2 seasons.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised because Dybala scored 2 years. That's probably true actually.
Last 2 seasons.
That might be.
That actually might be true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember Dybala scored that sick one-time volley for cross, but I don't know if that was.
I think that was in the league. I think that was
before.
in the league.
I don't remember.
I have
Probably.
no idea. I don't know.
Unless that thread was a lie, but
It might be bad.
It might be really close to 100.
But you know what I
if
mean?
not.
It's like this sports fans, Leaf fans especially. Like, Leaf fans, okay, remember when we had this greatest debate? Like, Messi and Ronaldo were over here, and then Ronaldinho's over there.
Yeah.
For toxic sports fans, it's like a lot of sports and then fucking Leaf fans. So bad. It's a joke. I can't stand it. I can't stand this fan base.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. So
You know what it is? I think there's not enough variety for hockey fans to like for you guys to move away from each other. Because for like footy fans, you can be like, I like Spanish league. So you have a bunch of people in the Spanish league. Then you have the French league people, the English league people, Italian league people.
Okay, let's be honest.
In the
There are
NHL,
no French league.
It's just PSG.
Just PSG.
But like,
And
like,
yeah, in the NHL, it's all the cancers built up into one space.
yeah, it's in
it
one
just builds this
country.
massive tumor, and then you're just
Yeah.
fucking stuck in it and you can't get out.
Yeah.
And no amount of chemotherapy is going to get you out of it.
yeah.
Unless you
So-
just give up watching on sport or delete social media.
I don't know, man.
And you can't do both.
Man, I get your anger at bandwagons, but like, I got my own issues over here, bro. I'm just trying to stay sane, fucking dealing with all this Arsenal slander. The worst, I watched Tottenham versus Arsenal. Some dude made his best 11 out of the 2 teams.
And it was all Tottenham.
Aubameyang was not in his top 11. He put all Tottenham players.
He put Harry
Oh,
Kane
just a
above.
troll.
No,
Oh,
that
he was
was his
serious.
honest opinion. He's
Oh.
like, all the Tottenham players were there. Not a single Arsenal player.
Not even Lacazette.
No, not
Well,
Aubameyang,
Lacazette had a
not
pretty,
Lacazette.
pretty poor season. But Aubameyang was under
Yeah.
Harry Kane. Think about that.
That's crazy. You know
Listen, Aubameyang was 3rd or 2nd for most goals. He had the 3rd least number of chances in the league.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
He's just
But I
a,
just
he's
want-
just a proficient goal scorer.
I just want to
bro.
say that. But
It was good for Dortmund too.
Yeah. You know
I
what's sad?
digress.
Being a Milan fan, because we're not even in this conversation. We're just forgotten. We're legends,
Yeah, but
but the younger generation just doesn't know.
so it's like you guys have, but like that's the beauty of good sports fans is that, you know, they've accepted that, okay, we're not as good as we were. We compete to compete. If we're mid-table, we're mid-table. We know what we need.
Yeah.
We'll slander at the occasional bad signing or bad tactics.
Spending $250 million in a transfer window and finishing 8th is unacceptable.
Yeah.
And then taking money from foreign investors with shady money sources. Yo, that's crazy. Imagine somebody saying, I'll invest money. I have 10 other people that are funneling money through. Come to think, middle of the season, come to find out it's only him and he doesn't have half the money he said he has. and we just spent $250 million. We almost went bankrupt
Wow.
in the middle of a season.
Oh, shit. I did not know that happened.
Yo,
Okay, maybe your team is a little fucked, bro.
Oh, God.
yo,
damn.
that's why it took us so long to like rebuild, because we've just been, oh man,
Like
With our-
catching up, playing catch up.
Yeah, and then we just screw ourselves over time while we're trying to play catch up, and then it just.
You fall. So to be fair though, with the amount of screw ups you guys had, to still be relatively like semi competitive, it's
Yeah, it's not bad.
not bad.
It's just mildly depressing. Go from like 1 year, you guys are like, we're like top of the table, and then all of a sudden our whole squad retires, and then we're just eighth for the next 6, 7
At
years.
least you maintain 8th. Like imagine people like Newcastle, who used to be like literally
Oh.
one of the best leagues teams in England, and now they can barely stay up.
No one knows.
Imagine those fans.
No one knows who Alan Shearer is.
No one.
That's
Imagine
scary.
beat.
Oh, but they're on the come up though. They might get that.
No, apparently it's not happening.
Or like
Last thing I heard, it was it's not happening.
Oh, that's.
the massive financial takeover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be like
I heard this because like the people who were giving the money were like kind of shady with like their.
That's what I read. Yeah. So they're under investigation, and apparently they can't pass the proper tests to get through.
Well, I mean, they still have time.
That's crazy.
It's insane, man.
Speaking of footy, on a different topic, Johnny made my day today. For those of you who have listened to this podcast, know Johnny roofed my ball in grade 12. And for my birthday, he bought this magnificent mini ball. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
No worries, man.
Has the
I said I'll get
Champions
you a
League.
new one, you know?
Yeah,
You know,
it's a-
6 years later.
Finally. So that's a joy. That's a joy. And it's a Champions League ball. Speaking of Champions League,
Yeah.
it was on. Anyone watch it?
Yeah.
I watch the highlights.
Speaking
Yeah.
of not wanting to watch sports, I like that VAR thing is getting
Yeah,
too much.
Out of hand, eh?
That Juventus game actually pissed me off. Like,
Yeah.
I actually got
Like it
angry.
ruined the game.
When I saw that penalty be given, I was actually angry.
A clean tackle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think what it did is because before referees were held at such a high standard that if you made a mistake, they were like, oh, okay, we can't do that because the media's gonna blast us. But then with VAR, it was like, yeah, do that so that you can't blame me because I just look at the video, and if I see if it's the video, hey, it's not
But
me,
he
it's the
didn't-
video.
But he didn't look at the video.
I know, but they just gave them some type of immunity where it's like, hey, you can't yell at me because VAR, and we have a whole team upstairs. You think they would have told me if it wasn't a penalty? Come on, I didn't
Yeah.
see it. They saw everything,
Yeah.
and they didn't tell me. Come on. It's
But
not my fault.
that was a joke. To be fair, both Ronaldo and Messi scored absolute bangers.
Oh yeah, that Messi goal was
That
disgusting.
Messi goal was disgusting. And it just shows that 35 and 34-year-old Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are still
Yeah.
next level.
But I clicked on the Barca game, and I just saw him pick up the ball, and I was like, no, it's not EA, this is not FIFA. And then he's falling over, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he just puts his
That's
side
the
mesh.
shit that pisses me off in FIFA. You know when you make tackles and the ball just keeps
And just
bouncing off the
bouncing
player, and then he just keeps it the whole time.
It's because he has 99 ball control, so they just glitch the system to make him keep it.
You know what the worst part is? Sometimes real life has more bullshit than FIFA does.
Yeah.
Which is the craziest thing. There's that Messi play. Messi was on the ground and Manolas was in front of the ball.
Yeah, he's
The
like,
fact-
there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way Messi has to
He
like
can
get
even
to
shoot or hit the ball, much less score.
he fucking bends around. But that Ronaldo goal was next level also. Ronaldo said, hold my beer. Hold my beer. I'll come save you again.
I honestly feel so bad for that guy, bro. This guy's like, yo, this is the
Ronaldo?
best. Yeah, he's like, this is the best team in Italy. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
on there. I'm gonna be part of this amazing system. And then as soon as he gets there, everyone else is like, oh, I'm shit now. That's what happened. I'm like, how?
You guys
does
hear?
this
You guys
happen?
hear that Sarri got fired and Pirlo's now the manager?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's
I didn't
him.
know Pirlo
He
was
has
coaching.
he has 1 week of experience for the under 23s. That's his.
Credentials.
That's his credentials, man.
Are you serious? That's wild, bro. They just said, yeah. All this pressure, win the Scudetto and Champions League. Yeah, you can do that. 1
I
week
feel like
experience.
they're just like, yo, I can't
Yo, but
do
I feel-
worse.
I'm just gonna sip wine on the field and say, hey,
No, but to be fair, I feel like that's a pretty solid gig for Pirlo. Like, listen, the Serie. Okay, Pirlo. It's I'm pretty sure Pirlo knows, and the staff knows, and even the fans know that this is strictly experimental, right?
Yeah.
You have Pirlo. I think he has a free pass for one season. Whether Pirlo's the worst manager in the world, Juve will still be competitive.
That's true.
That's true. Because
You know what I
sorry.
mean? Yeah.
I mean, sorry, figured out a way to make it. Yeah, they still.
You know
won.
what I mean? They'll still be competitive. And it's like, okay, all Pirlo has to do is be a little bit better than Juve's worst manager in the last 20 years.
All he needs to do is focus on the Champions League. Every week during the Serie A, he can be like, y'all do whatever.
Just
I
go
don't
have fun.
care. Go have fun. And then actually during the Champions League is when he's got to bring out his tactics and see his like mental genius. But he was a mental genius playing.
Yeah, if he can
it doesn't
translate
always,
that into
it
coaching.
doesn't always translate though. That's the problem.
I.e. Maradona.
Yeah,
Terrible
that guy was a terrible coach. Holy shit.
It's hard to coach on cocaine though. That's
Yeah,
the,
that's the thing.
that's the thing, you know.
You would think when you see like your shadow clone on the field, like you could like tap into that a little bit, but no.
No,
No.
man. Oh my god, yeah.
You have Messi like right before his prime in a World Cup, and then you just fucking
And
not
you
even
just-
out of group stage.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
I heard he doesn't even like Messi.
Oh, really? I heard that
Yeah.
too.
Him and Pele, they say like he doesn't have any emotions, so they just don't like him.
Oh, he doesn't.
And he can only play with his feet.
He doesn't like have like the passion kind of thing. Is that what it is?
And he's not they say he's not a complete striker because he can't score with the head and the chest and
I guess that's
knees
true.
and the thighs.
That is
and
true. But the thing is,
elbows.
like, he just does.
He's just so good at that
Well,
that he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what my striker scores. If my striker scores 700 goals, I am down for my striker to score
Like, you only-
whichever way he
You only
wants.
score with your toes, so I'm selling you.
Imagine that.
imagine?
Imagine.
On the contract, both right and left footed. You only scored with your back heel. What is going on?
Yeah. You scored 30 goals, but only with your knees. I can't have that, man. I can't have that on the team.
He crossed the ball in. You brought it down, deked 7 players, and scored. But
I wanted you to
I
head
wanted
it
you to
first
head the
time.
ball. You didn't have the ball, so you're done.
Peter Crouch coming.
Listen, we had a system of build-up play. You dribbled through 8 players. Who told you to do that? That's not the game plan. I don't care if you score 3 hat-tricks a game. That's not the game plan. Get out of my squad.
Imagine the adapt.
I bet you there would be some coaches like that. Like someone who
On a
has to
power
deal with a
trip.
player that's just like so good. They're like, listen, I didn't tell you to do that. So fuck you. But I won the game.
I feel like that's how coaches felt with Ben Arfa.
Yeah.
Because he was just he was just inconsistent enough to be like, yo, stop doing that. I know you can dribble, but you're dribbling in circles.
But then sometimes he'd do some crazy shit and
He
be
just
like,
like-
whoa. How's this guy only on Newcastle?
I almost didn't start him today.
Oh, I feel bad for that guy. That guy was the king of petty too, bro.
Yeah.
You guys hear Gareth Bale is off Real Madrid's Champions League squad?
Yo, this guy is
He's done.
he's king petty.
Yeah.
He's king petty.
What is he doing wrong?
No, and he's not doing anything
He's not-
wrong. But
he-
literally, what I heard this year is they're like, "Yo, Tottenham could come and buy you," and Bale's like, "Y'all are gonna pay me to sit on the bench. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna play
Take a
golf.
pay cut.
So fuck y'all." Yeah,
Imagine the waste. Like, imagine that talent that just.
I don't know what it is though. Like, why?
Zidane,
What does Zidane
I
have
actually
against
watched
Bale?
a video this morning
Yeah.
of why that is, and he was like, well, first Zidane didn't like him because he's like he called him a soloist, so he doesn't play for the team; he just plays for himself.
I can see
I
that
don't.
though.
I guess he just shoots a lot and he likes
I
to
mean,
take his
yeah,
chances.
but that's not bad enough to fucking
Yeah.
completely blackball
Yeah.
a player.
Yeah.
And then I think another part is the fans are just really toxic. And he was doing an interview for some golf channel, and the interviewer was like, "What is it like?" And he's like, "Yeah, I didn't understand it because if a player is doing bad at their home stadium, you don't expect to get whistles and boos." And like if you want the player to do better, you get behind them and then they
Yeah.
play better. But then you boo them and then they feel worse, so they play worse.
Worse.
Then you get angry, so you boo them more,
More.
and then you play worse, and it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
slippery slope. And he's like, "I didn't understand it."
Yeah, no.
I feel bad for him, man.
Madrid
Yeah.
fans fucking suck ass.
They booed Ronaldo
you know
before he
how
left.
shit they gave Ronaldo, bro.
Really?
He'll go
Yeah,
like 3 games without
constantly.
scoring. And you're like, "Oh, what's wrong with
Constantly.
you?"
There was a season at Madrid. This guy friggin'
I think
he averaged 2 goals a game.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
How
when
do you boo that?
that was when Messi had that crazy 91 goal season. And if Messi didn't have that season,
He would've-
Ronaldo would have been like the best player on the planet. But
Yeah.
Messi was just on a level like crazy.
Yeah.
How do you?
They're actually like modern Hashram. Like it's so weird how like they're competitive like that. But I want them to be best friends. I want them to play on the same team for once.
Apparently, Ronaldo's. I don't know if it's if it was like he was before Juve. He was in talks with PSG.
Apparently,
Yeah, I heard
his,
about
his
that.
agent's supposed to be meeting with PSG now.
That would be disgusting. Him, Neymar, and Mbappe.
In the French league.
What is wrong with you? That's not fair play, financially or otherwise.
Yeah,
What
how
the
would they
hell?
pay for that?
He's not that expensive.
But I mean, like their
Oh,
financial
salary.
fair play still has to be salary.
I know, but Neymar basically broke that. Because I think what it is like, depending on your transfer window last season,
Yeah,
how much money you spend.
It's like
you can only
5% or
Yeah.
some shit like that. Yeah.
So
I heard
once you spend $250 million on a player, you can basically buy anybody.
Yeah, you take a ban for a few months, and then you can buy anyone you want.
that. Or you beat Man City, take a ban, and just be like, "No, we don't want that ban." And,
And
then
then
it's
say,
like, "All right,
it's
yeah,
like,
you're
oh
right."
yeah, you're right, you're right.
Oh, fucking bullshit. That actually cheats me too.
To be fair, I think like if I was Ronaldo, if at this stage, like maybe not now, but like at 37, if they're still playing,
MLS.
I think Messi or Ronaldo should just say,
Come to the
yo,
MLS.
yo, our contracts are coming up. Listen, bro, let's just sign like a 10K minimum. Like they make more money off endorsements than they do on their wages, anyways. Just like 10K minimum. Let's just go to like a fucking, I don't know. Let's go to like
Let's go to Thailand. Just play in the
not
Thailand.
even Thailand. What's
Let's go to fucking.
Olympiacos? Fuck it.
Yo, or like
Ajax. I don't
Yo,
know.
that
Imagine
would
like
be
a Messi,
stupid.
Ronaldo,
I
Ajax,
would-
and just watch them
I'd
fucking.
You
fly
know what I
over.
want to see? I would want to see them fucking go for some team in a top league, but just a trash ass team.
Yeah.
So fucking like
Atletico
Torino,
Bilbao.
like like Torino, fucking Watford.
That would be retarded, man.
Yeah.
They just like rest for the whole season except for important games. That's stupid.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I would do some shit like that. Anyways, 32 minutes in. How was your week, Johnny?
It was good. It was good. I remember when I did some. I started doing something
He
interesting.
started writing them down.
Yeah, I did. So I did this weird thing where you know that like 30-day 100 push-up challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started doing that. So
I'm in the middle of that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of that.
I'm on like day 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit ahead of.
I'm
19 right now.
I'm like hurting.
It's bad. It gets
hurts
so.
in a good way.
So I'll tell you what it is. It's like till like day 11.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna hurt consistently,
Yeah.
but then you slowly start feeling like, okay,
Stronger?
I'm getting stronger, I'm getting
Yeah.
better. It hurts less. Day 15, I had to take a day off. Not gonna lie to you. Day 15, I didn't finish my 100.
That's crazy.
I did maybe 25, and my body just stopped. It
It's just like no.
was
do
like
you do it all at once, or do you spread it through?
you spread it out. Well,
I do it like in one setting and like
Yeah,
when I
but
sit
in
down.
sets.
Yeah,
like
I
you do
can't do-
10, then 10, 10. Or
No,
20,
I'll
I'll try to do as much as I can until my muscles like, bro, like what do you want from me? And then you just like, and then I
yeah,
just-
no, I do it differently. I have an app that like it. So the app is especially like for that 100-day push-up challenge.
yeah,
But the app is like it's made by some specialists, and essentially what it does is it splits up your sets equivalent like to match the ones you had yesterday, and it like redoes it so that it's like the most effective way. So it's always 5 sets, and it'd be like 21 for the first set, 2-minute break. It'd be like 26 for the second, then it'd be like 22, 22, and then so on and so on, right? And then
and
like
it'll
the last,
increase as the days go by.
yeah, essentially.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm guessing, yeah. So that's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
And you just do that for 30 days, and then you take like a week off to let your body like regenerate, and then you go back at it for another 30 days.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I'm trying to get D's.
I'm trying to get like low key D's where like I wear baggy clothes and people think I'm scrawny, and then I go to the beach and I'm like, whew,
So it's
and I'm
like
Saitama.
you're trying to be like Billie Eilish,
What?
because apparently I don't know
Oh,
if this is true.
I saw a picture.
I don't know if this is true, but the reason why Billie Eilish wears baggy clothes is because her body is like
Yeah, and
banging.
she's young, so like she doesn't want people
yeah,
to like sexual.
and she doesn't want her music to be affected by her sexual appearance. So
I
she
saw
covers
one-
she covers her bad body to That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
I saw.
Believe you.
I don't
I'm
know
not
that's
saying
true.
you're lying.
I saw-
I believe you.
I saw one picture. This was before I deleted Twitter, and this is probably one of the reasons why I deleted Twitter. Because I don't know how. Because she has her own Instagram, so it's not from her page. But I guess someone took a picture of her wearing like a tank top, and then someone tweeted like, "So that's what she got under those clothes." And a man tweets like, "Bro, she's 17." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Logging off, delete tweet
before
report.
before the FBI sees what I've been scrolling
Let me
through.
report this. I did not know she was 17, bro.
Yeah, she's young, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
How are you? Nah, that's scary.
What do you
to
mean?
be 17 in Hollywood?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you know how many freaking the young people are famous now? There's
And
a
on
lot.
crack. Bro,
What?
she's been holding it down pretty well. How many Disney stars have hit like shit the bed?
I feel
Raven
like
Simone.
Zendaya is like tiptoeing on that line.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What is she doing?
I don't know.
I thought she was just like.
It's too quiet.
I don't
That's
know
what
what
it
she's
is for
doing.
me. It's
Like, there's maybe a handful of Disney celebrities who haven't like gone off the rails.
Like
Hillary
what?
Duff.
Oh yeah. What happened to Corbin Blue? That
I
guy's
don't know
probably
what-
doing
I don't know
lines
what
in a
happened.
bathroom
I don't know what
stall.
happened to Corbin Blue. That's a good
Look at
question.
Zac Efron. This guy's the
Oh, I saw the funniest thing regarding Zac Efron. So the guy, so Zac Efron just made a movie where he plays like a dad,
yeah.
and it's like, you know how Zac Efron's like incredibly ripped.
Yeah.
So the idea is him to have a dad bod,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was saying, "Damn, Zac Efron looks so good in a dad bod. Zac Efron looks so good in a dad bod." I'm like,
That's
I gotta see this dad bod. You know, no homo, but I gotta see this dad bod. It's not a dad bod. What the fuck? This guy's still chiseled as shit. Got a little bit of hair on there now, but god damn it. That's the standards of a dad bod. Shit.
Bro,
It's crazy.
you lose. Doesn't matter.
You-
Whatever the popular body is, you
lose.
can't have it.
You lose
move the
every
goalposts. You're
Whatever it is.
You're here.
Like
You
that.
have to be over here. You're just a little.
That's what I'm
lacking.
saying. What's gonna happen? You're gonna try and get these, and then dad bod becomes popular, and it's like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
sick! I can just eat now. As soon
I
as
just-
you get there, no, you gotta
No.
be these now. What do
I
you?
wanna
talking
be
about?
irresponsible
Now you have to be
strong.
fit. Now you gotta be skinny. Yo,
Remember
you ever
when
seen-
girls used to be sexualized as tall and skinny?
I never went through
I've
that
never
phase.
been like that.
I think it's
No.
a Jamaican thing.
It was before our time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
like-
you mean
like
in general?
the
Yes,
Wa-
yes,
watch,
yes, yes,
watch,
yes.
watch like an old rap video.
Yeah.
They got no boobs and no bum.
I think they had baggier clothes back then too.
No, but they were
But
like,
they were slimmer, yeah.
they were
Yeah,
all
they
in
were.
bikinis and shit,
Yeah.
and they weren't really showing much. Now, like, I don't know,
I
like,
don't know, man. I think that was a white people thing.
Because
it was in rap videos, bro. It was
I
a
know,
rap
no, I
video.
think
No,
it's
no, no, no.
the Caribbean thing to like the thickums.
Oh, is
So,
it?
I
Oh,
honestly
yeah, it
think
could be.
so.
It could be because, as far as I know, from what I've seen, it's like
I've-
I've seen that like thing, but it's usually just like there's the pretty white people in like the fancy movies and shit are always like skinny.
skinny and tall, right?
Yeah.
No, like very slim everywhere, right? Like sticks.
And so
And it could also be like a genetic thing. I've read that males like big butts and big boobs because that means women are
Big
fertile,
hips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wider hips.
Yeah.
yeah,
and it's like in our animal instincts or some shit like
it's
that.
Actually, it's actually hilarious.
that's what they say. That's what they say. Just going back to the strong people. You ever seen videos of strong people? How
Strongmen?
they just do strong shit for
Have
no
you ever
reason?
watched the competition?
No, but have you seen people play volleyball with a medicine ball?
What?
Just because they can. Just that's what I mean. Strong people just be doing strong shit for no reason. They're just-
You have a medicine ball
See, I
fell on
want to
my.
be that strong, but not that obnoxious. Like that's foolish.
Like imagine just
Spiking that.
if not even that. Like imagine trying to get a bump. My
yeah.
wrist would break.
Imagine like stopping a spike.
no,
And you
no, no,
just
no, no,
snap.
no.
You
Yeah, I
know
don't.
what
You
I'm
can't. You can't do that. No, they catch. They pick it and they throw it. But
Oh.
still, like these guys are just like they're playing basically pump, but in volleyball setting over the net and spiking it. So they're just catching it, and whipping it across the whole thing.
But they're
I'm
probably
like,
making it look like it's an actual volleyball.
yeah,
it's like
no, they're
if we
playing
played with a
volleyball, but instead of like hitting,
It's
because
a
like I don't think you
12-pound
can
medicine
fucking do
ball.
that. Yeah, and they're just whipping it across.
What
the
is
net.
wrong with people?
People are just strong for no reason. Or you see freaking these ass people always just picking up girls for no reason.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like,
Like,
what are you trying to prove that you can throw them? you're advertising yourself for domestic violence, bro. Like, stop that.
It's like those the old Disney movies where the ripped guys are like doing
bench
yeah.
presses.
Yeah.
bench presses with
girls.
women. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're sitting on their biceps. Like that's possible.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. But yeah,
That's
man.
a hyper masculinity that no one talks about. Giving me insecurities. As a
Yeah, I
kid.
feel like we have standards that we can't live up to.
Like, look at freaking Thor, bro. This guy's a monster.
Nah, that's a sexy man, though. I can't
Yeah.
even lie.
Am I?
I'm not saying anything. I said I can't lie. I can't lie.
No,
I have to
no,
give
no.
it
That's
up.
what I'm saying. That's
I don't
the-
know, man. You
hyper-
see Captain America?
Nah, Thor's better, bro.
Are you out of your mind?
Thor's better, bro. I don't give a fuck. Thor's better.
Thor got that long hair. He looks like a surfer.
That's true.
Even without
Yeah.
his long hair,
Just
bro.
give him
Have you
braids.
seen Ragnarok, bro?
Oh,
Even
yeah,
he
yeah,
had the
yeah,
short
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Still better.
It's just the Hemsworths.
It's the
They're
Hemsworth.
just
So
amicable people.
I feel like ripped men are just like a level above all men.
Yo, only certain type, because there is a type of rip that's
If you're
just
too
gross.
shredded.
It's just gross.
Yeah, if you see like literally every muscle fiber in your body and you move and it looks like your skin's gonna tear.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh.
Anyways,
Enough about sexy men.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
I have a question for you guys. But it's such a bad lead off into it.
why is it about eating pussy?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Is
Good.
it about sexual?
It's not about anything
Experience?
sexually.
Okay,
No, no,
Ever
no.
try
no.
to finger in your bum?
Huh? Perdona. No
No.
habla inglés.
It was a lot deeper than that. But if you want to go in that direction,
Whoa.
no.
Whoa.
I mean, the conversation was a lot deeper. Driven.
Pineapples. I am uncomfortable.
Trying to change the topic.
Okay.
You should just do it, man.
Because my girlfriend and I were talking about this. Not that. No. No, we were talking about. My girlfriend and I were having a conversation in regards to this new topic I wanted to bring up with you guys. We were talking about it, and then she said, "Hey, you should bring this up on the podcast and see what the guys think about this." So
Okay,
you guys
just
can
say whatever it is before, because it's just getting worse.
I'm drawing conclusions that I don't want to make, bro.
It's getting worse, man. I'm telling you.
So you guys put two fingers. I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's all for today.
That's all for today. We're done. 40 minutes. We're cutting it. No. So the thing we were talking about was birth, and we're talking about genetically modifying babies.
Yeah.
I had this
Right?
conversation the other day. I don't remember where.
Oh my God, we're
That
synced.
happens to you a lot, doesn't it? I
What?
feel like you remember. I remember you used to tell me that it happens a lot.
What?
Like you have a conversation with somebody
And
and,
then
you
someone
bring it
else
up in
just
this.
brings
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, keep going.
Oh yeah, so we're talking about genetically modifying babies, and
Yeah.
it's like my idea was like when she brought up the question, would you ever genetically modify your baby to make it perfect? I said no, fuck no. And then she said, okay, what if your baby had some sort of disease or Down syndrome?
Yeah.
Right, because they could pick that shit up because science is science. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like if your baby had, like, for example, Down syndrome, and there was a cure to modify it, so that they wouldn't. I don't know if it was through steroids or whatever the case is. Would you do it? Like at what or would you go would you do like genetic modification? Would you do no genetic modification and do it like purely natural, like whatever God gives you, that's what God gives you, or would you do just minor modifications to make sure your baby is perfectly healthy, or would you go all out and make a Ronaldo baby?
I like for diseases and shit. Like I mean, like I feel like if they was born and then there was a cure for Down syndrome, why wouldn't you? Is what I'm
It's
saying.
a
Because like
slippery
their
slope.
life is more difficult regardless, and you want the best for your kid, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see why you wouldn't. But the part where it gets tricky is like the super baby, because if it gets to that point where you can just make a super baby, then everyone's just gonna be a super baby. So then it's not special. So I guess if everyone else is doing it, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, like, sure, because then at that point, like, everyone's just ripped, and you have the one pudgy kid that's in there because he has to actually work out to maintain his shape.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like, obviously his life is gonna be harder. So whatever, I guess it depends on whatever, like, the baseline is of like society. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if, for example, they said, hey, your baby's gonna have this type of Down syndrome, You would modify it?
If it was an easy process, yeah. I mean, like, I don't see.
I mean,
Why
to be
would
fair, like a lot of births aren't natural anymore. Like,
Like
there are
testing
babies, for example, that are incredibly premature that people are like terrified of, like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, if I give birth now, my baby is probably not survive. So they like juice it up with steroids for the purpose of the baby.
There's also IVF.
Isn't that to like slow down
It's
production?
in vitro.
Oh.
So basically, what they do is you're basically injecting yourself, and then you collect a big culture of eggs, and then they take your eggs out, and then they inseminate with the sperm, like in a lab, and
Yeah,
then
test tube
inject
baby.
it back into you
Basically.
once it's viable.
Yeah.
And they keep it because a lot of women, like their environment inside is just not conducive.
Yeah.
So then they have to do it outside and then inside, and once it starts growing, it's fine. But like, there's a
That's
lot
scary,
of
man.
different things they have, and like, they could already do like some sorts of gene therapy. Like, they know what genes do what.
Yeah.
So like, now they can like say, hey, I see this, and this. That means your baby will most likely have
and
this and this and this. So I feel like it's only one step away from them like saying, I'll just take this one and put it
Yeah.
here and remove that one.
Yeah, it's a
And then-
slippery slope.
Could you imagine? And then it's like you're like getting pregnant is turning to like a Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Baby want my baby to have blonde
'Cause then-
hair.
Because then, like, as society
Green eyes.
shifts, if we like basically solve Down syndrome by that, then the next thing we're gonna fixate on is the next source of
Whatever next-
imperfection. And then, like, let's say he's like, oh, I don't like your baby might be born with two thumbs, and like there's people who are born like that, but it's
Yeah.
not like any actual problem.
Yeah.
But it's just like
I don't want two
It's
thumbs.
just an
So like,
imperfection.
okay, take that off.
yeah.
And then
yeah.
it's like, oh,
Or
your
it's like
baby-
your baby has flat feet. I don't want my baby to have flat feet.
So you
So
just change.
give
and
it an
then at
arch,
some
yeah.
point, it'll eventually get to a point where you're designing your entire baby.
Yeah. But like right now, I think there's enough like birth defects or like birth issues
Yeah.
that it's okay right now to do it. It's
I
just
don't know.
where the line.
There is no
Where
line
you
because
go-
it'll move.
That's
as
what I'm
time goes.
saying. But like as of right now, the number of babies that are dying, the number of babies that just have like super hard life because they're just born with stuff that
Yeah.
like, they didn't choose. Then like,
Well-
yeah, I mean like,
Because like,
do
No,
it
I have a
then.
question though.
I understand what you wait. Hold on. I just
Yeah, go for it.
So like, I understand what you're saying, but because you're thinking about it like from the current.
Yeah, but like as you move closer to the future, then
Yeah.
it becomes like
But
then
you
the
won't-
line, then the
you
becomes
won't be
thinner and
there.
thinner. I won't
Because
be there.
the child that was modified is gonna be like, hey, my dad got rid of this for me, so then for my child,
Yeah.
and then your child, that kid is gonna grow up and be like, well, my dad's dad did this, and my dad did this for me, so then I can do this, and this. And
That's
then it's
true.
gonna.
But then I mean, if all of society are just superhumans, then that's just the way it is. I don't know. Like if
Then it's the cyborgs. It's like, hey,
problem-
why don't you just?
no, the
Put
problem
nanotechnology in your
comes
bloodstream.
if it turns into something like a money thing. Like say it's expensive to do it,
Yeah.
and now
Only the rich.
only the rich can do this shit. So now they have an even bigger advantage.
Well, that's gonna happen. That's
Again,
usually
yeah,
happens.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's where the issue lies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, like,
Yeah, but can't the health system just say no? We're not doing this anymore.
they can, but the health system gets money from somewhere, especially in the States. Like, think about they need money to run,
Yeah.
and
I
like,
guess
they're not
that's-
But then-
government provide. Even here, like hospitals, like the government, like money that they have for hospitals and the healthcare system gets less and less because the run. So it's like a I think 3% a year kind of thing increase.
Yeah.
So that means if the government gives you the same amount of money as they did last year, automatically you're running 3% less. You're at a deficit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
that makes
automatically. So and now the government is cutting funding. So that's or like
Yeah.
Speeding it up.
speeding up.
No,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
have to get money from somewhere. So like I mean the rich. That's why all these clinics they have like pay for service now. So it's like, hey, we can do this for you for free, but like we also have this. So if you have the money, you'll get better care, or you get longer term care, or whatever you need. So I feel
Or if
like
there's
it's
some
gonna be like-
problem with our care, you can come back and get it redone.
Yeah, so
or something.
there's already benefits to having money. It's just when it gets to a point where it's just I don't know. I feel like it might even already be there where it just becomes like unattainable. Like poor people are just gonna end up like just dying. Like
Yeah.
if it comes to the point where like, hey, my baby can now live for 300 years because of this, eventually the poor people who only live for 80 years or whatever are just not gonna be able to keep up.
They actually wrote a book on that. It's called Red Rising. It's basically like how they're like saying, oh, humanity moved to Mars or explored the solar system, and then they started like basically human modifications, and so like the dividing class you're talking about actually happened, where like the the poorest people on Earth
Mm-hmm.
moved like to Mars or whatever to help establish colonies,
Yeah.
but they stayed like basically like regular humans, and then everyone else modified their bodies to be like demigods, and then because they're rich, they could enforce that, and they could never move up to being like where they are, and then that was this kind of like cemented the class.
I mean, it's like systems now. It's like fucking.
Yeah, but then you're just generating new species entirely.
Yeah, then like,
Right?
Comes there at some point. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
it's a slippery slope. To
think
like,
about like what, even especially in the States, like think about just like how the system is for white people there. Like that's how it is. Like, hey, we have all this. We're gonna funnel all of the poor people into this small subsection of our thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all stay there. So now there's no schools there, so they can't get education.
Mm-hmm.
They have less. They even have freaking less voting booths there. They have a higher population per less voting booths, so now they can't vote for who they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They less education, less thing, more police, worse prison system, less healthcare. All that stuff is gonna go into there, and now they just never build. So it's the same thing. If your rich people can keep advancing while simultaneously keeping the poor people down, then where'd you?
Yeah, so there obviously needs to be a line,
What are you
right?
thinking? Unless the only thing I can say is usually what happens is technology comes out expensive and then gets cheaper. So have to come to a point where it just becomes so regular that like anyone can afford it.
Anyone can afford it.
Because even
right?
now, like plastic surgery, like basic used to be like, holy shit, you got plastic surgery? That's ridiculous. But now,
But
like
to
people,
get
any
that
middle class family spend a couple hundred can get what they
to
want.
get that Kardashian body, you gotta have Kardashian money.
Yeah, well, I mean, like that's like upper echelon. But say I
Yeah.
just want like I don't like my nose, so I just want to fix up my
But-
nose.
but
Or
that's
get
what-
you
lip
can do that.
injections. You could get lip injections for under $100.
Yeah,
You can go to a salon and get lip injections.
Yeah.
Can
That's
you-
what I'm saying. So it's just becoming more and more just like regular and everyday.
the issue is like the people who did it first are always going to be rich people because they're the ones who
Yeah.
can first afford it.
You know what the good
So it
thing is
doesn't
about that?
matter. Like at some point, if you're gonna like, the Kardashians were doing lip injections like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and they could afford it like we could afford it 10 years like now.
No. Yeah.
So then, where they at now is where we're gonna be 20
So
years
that's
from
what
now.
you're
So
saying.
they're
So
always
like
gonna be
they're
ahead.
already onto the new thing.
Yeah.
And we're just getting
We're just
plastic
getting onto
surgery.
their
Getting
past.
Now
bodies.
they're genetically modifying
you-
their
You're
babies.
getting ass shots? Bro, I genetically grew this. They just shut off a gene inhibiting cell in my body and now I just grew an ass. It's natural.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. And then whenever we get genetically modified humans, now they're cyborg bodies or
Yeah.
some shit.
Like I
don't know, whatever.
have a nanotech
Tech.
skin.
No.
Yeah.
So I
They
don't
get
age
cuts
anymore.
and heals automatically.
Yeah.
So my coochie can get tighter.
Yeah, I can. Oh,
Yo.
that's kind of
Yo.
that's scary and disgusting
Yo.
and interesting at the same time.
Yo.
Imagine like
That's scary,
getting
though.
into bed with somebody you hate and just
a
tightening your
transformer.
coochie to the point where just slant like
That's murder.
just
See, that's the scary part. It's like, yeah, you're trapped now.
But
Oh,
it'll
no,
only
never
work
mind.
if you do it against poor people though. Because if you have a nano coochie, I got a nano dick too, don't I?
Then it just turns into a murder. Like it's just grotesque murder.
your dick and the
Then
coochie
you-
are just fighting in there.
Someone walks in there just like. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Yeah, no, that's a good.
Turns into a sword. That one turns into a shield, and then we have
You're
this whole
basically
sword
a
and shield problem.
transformer. You're a Autobot. That's what you turn into.
I feel like
Bumblebee.
You know, maybe, and then we turn into.
I don't want any of that. I want my normal human
that's
skin.
what I'm saying. I'm like
I want to age.
that sounds good, but like I'm also happy that I don't have the option to make
yeah,
that choice.
I don't want to be
Like,
ever
I don't have
tempted in
to-
society.
I don't
Another
have the-
another thing is that like as technology grows, when new technology comes out, it's always got bugs. So
Yeah.
maybe it's good that we're not
Yeah,
rich and we
you
can't
just
afford this.
Wait a little
Yeah.
bit. Let's see. Let's see.
Let him sort the shit out before I look like a lizard. You know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, we're gonna give you this nanotech skin. Just don't get it wet, ever, ever. Don't
Like,
ever
Can't
shower.
have you showering.
If it rains, just kill yourself because
Yeah.
death is gonna be painful.
Yeah, but like it's scary. That's a
It
good question.
rusts on impact.
Sometimes when you're like, if you rub your skin, the skin might think that it's cut, so it'll heal around your finger. So
And
then
now
it'll
you're
just
stuck.
now you're just stuck like this. So if you try to move it more, it'll heal
Moves you
more.
up.
Then you just have a giant forearm the size of your leg, just with just skin, and it's unbreakable
Yeah.
because it's nanotech. So
And whatever you do, don't sweat. You will kill yourself. It will die. It just implodes.
God, yeah. I didn't
Imagine.
even think about sweat.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
it's actually flammable gas. So Don't put.
Yo, don't go outside on hot days. If
Don't
the
go
sun
outside.
hits you directly, you might
Fry.
combust.
Yeah.
You might
funny,
combust.
the funniest thing about hot day. So I was hanging out with my friend yesterday, right? And the funniest thing was, so they have this thing. He was telling me about the situation he had a few weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he delivers packages, and before entering his office, they have like this thermal scanner for COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it scans your body temperature, right, to make sure.
Yeah.
And if you're bad, it gives you an X. If you're good, you have a check mark,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he's waiting in line. Check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. He steps up. He gets an X. And then she looks at him. She looks at her scan. She looks back up. Hot day, isn't it? Come in. And he's just like, what the? Yo, he's like, when I saw the X, I thought I had COVID. She just chilling out here. Hot day, ain't it?
No, because
And
that's honestly a problem. Like, it's because if it's hot outside and you're walking,
Yeah.
your temperature goes
Yeah.
up.
Or what
So
if you
then
just
they
have
test
the flu and you have a fever?
Yeah,
then
you have a high fever,
That's the
but-
thing. It's like, what if you're
Yeah.
sick? What if you're sick, but you're not sick with COVID?
Yeah,
Yeah.
then
it's just like,
that's
is
why
it-
you get tested though.
And then you get quarantined. It's like, hey, but this is the flu is also like coronavirus. And then they just quarantine you.
Yeah.
Like,
but
no, I'm better
that's-
now. Look, see, no sneeze.
Oh my god, yeah. But that genetic modification question was good.
It
I
was
just
good.
feel like fucking human society is so fragile.
Yeah.
And like, because everyone just thinks, like, even looking at COVID, like, everyone thinks that everything, however it is today, that's how tomorrow's gonna be.
No.
That's how everyone thinks. You know
They
what I
don't
mean?
think the
I was
economy
like,
can
just
crash at
because
any
like
time.
society
Or it's going to
works
get
right
worse.
now,
Or it's going to get worse.
or- no, I mean, like,
It's gonna get worse.
you don't
I think.
you expect to wake up tomorrow morning
Mhm.
with your house here, but
Yeah.
just because a meteor has never
Hit-
struck your house
Doesn't mean it
will
won't
never
happen
happen. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, literally, the whole electrical grid across the planet could shut down right now.
Yeah, with a solar flare, and then
Yeah.
that actually has a high chance of happening.
Very high chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can shut down everything, but no one considers it because, like, that's never happened. It can't happen now.
Yeah,
No one thought a pandemic. Nothing like this pandemic happened before.
or a volcano can erupt
Happen.
that covers the
The
entire
entire
globe. Then we have a nuclear winter because after the planet
'Cause
is
the
covered,
dust
the
comes out the
dust,
sun.
and then people get irritated. Then North Korea's like,
That's exactly what I was
America's
going to bring. One day.
let's
Yeah.
clear the ashes
Exactly.
with more ash.
One day, you know, Kim Jong Un doesn't get his the Wheaties he wants, and next thing you know, America's
Yeah,
bomb.
that's what I'm
It's like-
saying.
Yeah,
It's honestly like it's so fragile. How like because our system is just so like intricate
yeah.
that it makes us fragile. It's like a lot of there's
It's
like
too
companies that work,
it's too dependent on each other.
yeah, our companies, a lot of companies work this way where they have many steps which make it super efficient. But one of those steps break down, the whole thing is dead.
Yeah,
And you're going through like 100 different people. So like, and at any one of those points, if something can happen, and then your whole thing is shut down.
Trust me. On a much smaller scale, I have this printer at work that it's a label printer.
Yeah.
And with it, the way it's like a roll printer, right? So you start off with a massive roll on this side, and then it weaves in and out through the printer, and it unrolls on the other side. So when you print, it wastes 40 feet of paper, about 40 feet of paper, 13-inch wide.
That's a lot of
That's a
fucking
lot.
paper.
Waste. That's just waste.
That's
That's
a lot.
garbage, right?
That's a
So
lot.
once it starts printing, one time, somebody. So the way we hook it up is when we change the roll, we have to cut the roll and then tape the two pieces together,
yeah.
right? One of my coworkers, he didn't tape this thing properly. So as it was weaving, like this thing isn't a straight line.
Yeah.
It like weaves in and out, in and out, in and out. And there is about like 55 rollers. This paper ripped. The tape snapped. And this paper ripped. All we see is one roll just go, the other roll go. Imagine putting that bitch back together. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I was ready to quit. I was ready to put in my resignation. I was like, I'm not trying to do this.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah, good thing they drew it out for us, so we ended up doing it. But on a smaller scale, like that wasted my whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then I imagine that, like, that's a printer. Imagine, like, yeah, what you said, a massive corporation that each one of those rollers was like an individual piece,
Yeah.
where it might take months to fix, let alone a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like those locusts in Africa,
Yeah.
bro. I don't take it in how I take food for granted, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like I always just like, yeah, go to the grocery store. The grocery store is where food is. Food
Get
grows.
food.
Food grows there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Lettuce, and then you're just like, yo, these farmers they have no crops,
There's
so they're
nothing
not
there.
taking anything to the grocery store. People aren't buying from the grocery store to cook and eat.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
And
And
it's
now
done. Now it's
which
done.
means the farmers not getting any money. So even when the
Yeah.
locusts are gone,
They
I can't
have,
afford to farm no more.
Yeah.
I have to mortgage my house. I sell my land to the government, which has no money because I didn't have any food. The people are starving to death. They can't go to work because they're starving to death. They can't afford to make their own food,
Yeah.
so they lose their jobs or whatever. And then I lose my land, so no one's growing food now because the government doesn't know how to grow food. I grow food, but I'm bankrupt, and
So
I
I
owe
can't
money,
grow food?
So I can't grow food.
Which means I have a nationwide starvation problem
Yeah,
because of locusts.
yeah, because of these bugs.
Yes.
Because of grasshoppers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A fucking grasshopper. Like
A
literally,
grasshopper.
you're going.
That's the
Your day is
butterfly
great.
effects.
Your day is great, bro. You're just like
And then you
doing
see
your
the
shit.
swarm
Doing
of-
a grasshopper, and you say, "Oh, it's a grasshopper."
You
Then
say,
there's
yeah.
a lot of grasshoppers, and now you have no
Now
food.
you're
Like you see
Now you have
one
no food.
grasshopper on your bicycle, you're like, oh, what a cute thing.
And
You
then you
look
look
to your
up.
right, and there's this cloud. You're like, they didn't say rain today. And you keep cycling. He's like, takes all your grain away.
It takes your bike too.
It's like, wow, they took my clothes too. Like, now you're naked and afraid
Might as well.
in the middle of a.
Might as well.
Might as well just into that lake.
That is honestly, it's scary. Now it's like when you think about how just fragile everything is.
Yeah, it's
It's scary. And how dependent on tech. Yo, someone could hack the government
Yeah.
and shut down our whole country if
Yeah.
they wanted to. One person.
Yeah.
One
know,
person
Didn't they
could
say
do
it
it.
would
What-
take like an hour to hack the internet to shut it down or something?
Yeah, someone said that like in the states had like a random like blackout like last year or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and then apparently someone said someone hacked in to test to see if it would work. So literally, someone knows exactly how to just
Yeah.
get into the state system, and I'm like, I'm just shut this all down today. Today's
You
the
know,
day.
honestly,
Yeah.
once
Today's the day.
That's scary.
about 6 years ago, somebody made me the most depressed little boy during summer vacation because some guy decided to just hack PlayStation, just like that. Hack
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation for 2 months, just PlayStation blackout.
Yep.
Imagine that on a massive scale. Like I was depressed, and I was a little boy making no money.
It's just scary because you have like. It's just scary because if you have your credit card or
Yeah.
your card information, they just have like 200 million users.
Yeah,
Just
They
have
have
your credit card.
Yeah.
It wasn't it. What happened where?
Sony.
Yeah, was it Sony? Was it Sony?
They made the movie about killing the King Jong Il with what's his name? Seth Rogen? And James Franco. The dictator.
No, not
No.
the dictator. The interview.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one I think.
And then North Korea was like,
That
yeah,
was a funny ass movie.
Okay.
you're losing all your information. Give me
Yeah,
that.
and that it's fine. It's crazy how much power like some nerd in his basement has
Yeah.
that we just don't know about.
Yeah, man.
We should make computers illegal.
Honestly,
Or restriction.
make everything illegal. Go back to horses.
I guess we're out of a job then, bro.
No, we set up on a stage and then just get people to line up.
People watch, and we upload it to a blank cloud, just for the just cause.
We just have someone draw it,
Yeah.
and then we just post it on like
Or
a post.
we put it in a USB, attach it to a pigeon, and just throw it in the air. We don't know where it goes. We're like, we're sent it out.
Or we just tape record it, put it on a pigeon, put it on replay, and just have the pigeon just fly in circles nonstop.
Put it in a time capsule. It's like, yeah, this is what it's gonna look like in 50 years. This is what we used to do 50 years ago. We used to talk about
Damn.
Oh
everything.
my god. Anyways, with the
With that,
world ending, we should end too. With our
you know, I was gonna bring up something, but I guess that'll be for next
I-
podcast. If there is there will be
Is
next. There will be next podcast. We'll
I
talk about that
discovered
later.
something else this week.
What?
This is a quick story,
Okay.
but it's just like
What? Yeah, how come you get a quick story and I don't get a?
I
tell my
never
story?
said you couldn't do
No, no,
it.
no.
I was
Okay,
gonna ask
so-
how long it was.
Okay, no. Okay, go ahead, Johnny.
okay. It's honestly gonna take like 5 minutes.
Okay,
So I was walking through the park at Credit View.
but make it take less than that though.
Okay, yeah. I was walking through the park at Credit View, and I'll talk fast. I was walking through the park at Credit View, and then I heard this bird noise behind me, and I looked up, and I was expecting to see a bald eagle.
Yeah.
You know the bald eagle sound, but I saw a hawk like a big hawk.
Yeah, which
So
would
I'm
make
like-
more sense than a friggin' random bald eagle.
No. But then, because it sounded like, because you know when you in the movies and you hear the bald eagle make a sound,
The
it's the exact same sound. So like, why would that bird make the same sound as a bald eagle? So I went home and I YouTubed it, and I listened to a bald eagle sound, and it sounds like a seagull. So what Americans did was they took a red-tailed hawk sound and put it over a bald eagle to make it sound manly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait. Then you know what suggestion
That's
box?
crazy.
You go on the dark side of dark side of YouTube. You just like fall down the rabbit hole.
I love that place. Oh, it's so awesome.
And then they're like, have you seen the lion in the movie productions
Yeah.
roar?
Yeah.
Lions don't roar like that.
Yeah.
There's only tigers.
Yeah.
I knew.
When lions roar, they roar like one sound, not like the rar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, so this whole thing is a lie.
Yeah.
America is a lie, bro.
Speaking, actually, Johnny's thing, like, it relates.
Okay,
So the thing I wanted to bring up was the Mandela effect.
Okay.
You guys know the Mandela effect. So for those of you who don't know,
the Berenstein Bears.
that I have way more than that, brother.
Oh,
I have way more than that.
Wendy's.
I have way more than that.
Where's Waldo? It's not a thing. It's where's Wally?
What?
Yeah, where's Waldo is where's Wally.
No,
Where's
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's Waldo.
So the idea for those
I'll
of you
punch you in your face.
Just-
Don't do
so
this.
for those of you who don't know, the Mandela effect is essentially we live in a parallel universe. The idea is that somebody time traveled, changed a bit of the past,
Yeah.
which altered our future,
Which
is why we remember things differently. Like, remember the Monopoly guy?
he had a monocle.
Some
but
people believe that he had a monocle. He doesn't. You know, Pikachu. Think of Pikachu's.
Show him.
Yeah.
It's Waldo, right? Why does it say Wally? Bro, why does it say... It says Waldo, bro.
It's Wally. Where's Wally?
I've never heard that in my life.
Now think of Pikachu's tail. Now think of Pikachu. Think of his tail.
It had a black tip. And I remember people
There's no
saying,
black tip.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
black tip.
You remember Wendy's?
Yeah.
How she had pigtails? She
Yeah.
doesn't have pigtails.
She doesn't have pigtails.
She's not pigtails.
No, it's just two like parted hair down.
Yeah, and then
Spell Fruit Loops.
oh yeah, Fruit Loops is not FRUIT. It's FROOT.
No, it's like
Swear.
like bro.
It's Berenstain Bears is Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, it's Stein. I remember I was a stupid kid, so I was like, are they related to Einstein? And then my brother's like, no, idiot, it's just spelled differently. It's spelled that way. I was like, oh, okay.
But you know what the thing is? In the show, they said Berenstain.
Yeah, they said Stain.
Stain.
Stain. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
Berenstain.
know anymore, man.
I don't know, but it's crazy how like
Yeah.
But didn't they say Berenstein? I
No,
remember hearing Berenstein Bears.
Berenstain.
I don't know. Man.
I don't remember.
All I know is
There was another really crazy one that had my mind blown.
no. I'm almost certain Pikachu because I'm pretty sure I remember drawing Pikachu and putting
With
the
the
black
black
tip.
tip.
Yeah,
there.
he doesn't have black
Yeah.
tip though.
Doesn't have a black tip.
Anyways, yeah.
Even
what's
the
up, crazy?
original doesn't have a black tip.
Crazy. What's the what blew your mind?
There was one I literally thought about the entire day and I forgot it.
Oh my
It ruined it.
Is it a video game?
No. It was. I'm gonna remember after the podcast. Watch me remember it after the podcast. I'm gonna be pissed. You know what? If I remember it, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have
audio
yeah,
section
I'm
out
gonna have
here.
a little. I'm gonna have a little text
Clip
box
art.
right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, on that, I'm gonna conclude it with live every day
Like it's your last.
like it's your last because you never know what's tomorrow. Somebody could go back in time
And
and
like-
then destroy everything.
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen.
Yeah.
I don't
who
know.
knows, man? Maybe we're all on LSD when we were kids, and they fed us that, so they brainwashed us, like in Black Ops, in the first one,
Is that what happened?
when he was a figment of his imagination.
Yes.
And then you went through the whole story realizing that it was yourself. What if that's what happened to us?
100.
Massive.
I
On a
always
mass
wondered,
scale.
what if humans were meant to live forever and there's something in the air that's just slowly killing us because they,
Like oxygen.
Like, what if
what if
oxygen-
oxygen is actually poisonous?
You know,
Stop! That's
It is
crazy. You wanna know some other cool facts? You know your tongue rests on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, I learned that.
yeah.
I learned
I
that.
didn't know that.
I didn't know it at first, but then once he told me, I was like, oh yes, it does. It does.
Like little
Now I'm
shit,
like thinking, I'm like,
No, it goes up. It's up.
yeah, it goes up.
Yeah.
little shit like that, and then you try to force it down, and then you just can't.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Oh. Oh.
Okay,
This
so
is
we
how
gotta
you
end.
talk.
We're ending this.
Huh?
Where it's done.
What's that?
It's over.
No.
Good day.
No.
Goodbye.
Good though.
Goodbye.
Follow
Us at Don't Think Too Hard podcast on Instagram. If you're watching us on YouTube, then you can listen to us on all the DSPs. You can download us, take us with you wherever you go, on your way to work, on your way to school, on your way to the grocery store, anywhere you want to go. You can take it while you're hacking the government. All of it. Just listen to us in the background.
CRISPRing your child.
And then
hopping off bandwagons on one team to another. Like if you do that, kill yourself. But if you don't, then you're okay in my books.
Sitting on the bench, making $600,000 a week.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Gareth Bale, this one's going out to you.
And
or if you're genetically modifying your baby.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to us and you want to see our pretty faces, then you can watch us on the YouTube and make sure you subscribe
On the YouTube.
and watch.
The internets.
As long as
On
it's
the
not
Google.
hacked.
Can you believe that he wasn't even tripping when he said that?
Who?
When George Bush said the internets? Like he was actually correct. Like there was more than one internet. Like that's crazy.
Yes.
Sorry guys. You
All right,
can't do that.
we're done.
Anyways,
That's so
yes,
crazy.
thank you
so much.
and
Silk Road,
goodbye.
the dark web.
Goodbye.